going on, guys? This is DropThisBox, and I hope all the guys out there are having a fantastic day today. And today I want to spend some time and talk about Astro Bot, because Astro Bot was a game that I just got done playing a few days ago, and ever since I was done playing that game, I was super excited to hop on here and record a video giving my thoughts on it, because I had so much fun playing this game. Like Astro Bot, if I had to replay it all over again, I definitely will. I mean, I probably will go back and do a couple things that I missed throughout the game when it came to some puzzle pieces that I didn't find or any other hidden areas that I didn't discover yet. But I definitely do have quite a few things to say about Astro Bot when it comes to my overall experience with the game. So this should be a really fun video for me to go over exactly all of that. And I just got to jump in and talk about it now, because I just been dying to talk about Astro Bot these past couple days. So Astro Bot came out at the perfect time to show off just how powerful the PlayStation 5 is. This game isn't just about great gameplay, it's a masterclass in demonstrating the capabilities of next-gen hardware. From the moment you boot up the game, the crisp visuals and smooth frame rates make it clear that Astro Bot was designed to fully utilize the PlayStation 5's graphical prowess. The environments are packed with tiny details, vibrant colors, and seamless animations that really make the world come to life. One thing I loved was how Astro Bot uses the DualSense controller to its full potential. Whether it's the subtle vibrations as Astro walks across different terrains or the adaptive triggers during action sequences, every feature feels carefully thought out. The haptic feedback makes even the smallest interactions like raindrops hitting Astro feel immersive and tactile. It's an experience that reminds you why the PS5 was built in the first place. Even the 3D audio in Astro Bot is worth mentioning. With a good pair of headphones, you can pinpoint exactly where sounds are coming from, adding an extra layer of immersion. Whether it's the cheerful chirps of nearby creatures or the intense hum of an approaching boss, the audio design elevates the gameplay to new heights. And Astro Bot isn't just a game, it's a showcase for what the PS5 is capable of delivering when developers go all in. PlayStation needed a title that reminded gamers why they brought it into the next generation, and Astro Bot does exactly that. It's a technical marvel that feels like a love letter to gaming while being firmly rooted in the future of what's possible. Platforming has always been a staple of gaming, but in recent years, they've taken a bit of a backseat to other genres. Astro Bot feels like a breath of fresh air for platforming fans like me. It's a modern take on the classic formula, blending innovative mechanics with nostalgic nods to the genre's roots. The levels are cleverly designed to keep you engaged, whether you're solving puzzles, navigating tricky jumps, or fighting off adorable but challenging enemies. One of the most impressive things about Astro Bot is how it keeps things fresh throughout the game. Each level introduces new mechanics that feel exciting. One moment you might be gliding through the air with a jetpack, the next you're using your grappling hook to swing across massive gaps. It's a game that's constantly surprising you with new ideas, and yet it never feels overwhelming or cluttered. I also appreciate how accessible Astro Bot is for players of all skill levels. The game strikes a perfect balance between being approachable for newcomers while offering plenty of challenges for seasoned gamers. Hidden collectibles, time trials, and optional objectives add an extra layer of replayability without ever feeling like a chore. It's the kind of game that you can just enjoy at your own pace, and it's rewarding no matter how you choose to play. PlayStation needed a game that could reignite interest in platformers, and Astro Bot accomplishes that brilliantly. It's proof that the genre still has a lot to offer, especially when developers are willing to innovate and take risks. One of the coolest things about Astro Bot is how it celebrates PlayStation's rich history. The game is packed with references, Easter eggs, and nods to classic PlayStation franchises. For longtime fans like me, it's like a trip down memory lane. From collectibles inspired by iconic games to subtle details hidden in the background, Astro Bot feels like a love letter to everything PlayStation has accomplished over the years. What really stood out to me were the artifacts you can collect throughout the game. These aren't just random items, they're beautifully crafted 3D models of PlayStation consoles, peripherals, and even discs from past generations. Seeing things like the original PlayStation or the PSP rendered in such detail brought back a flood of nostalgia. It's a reminder of how far gaming has come and how PlayStation has been at the forefront of that journey. The game also does a fantastic job of weaving these references into the gameplay itself. For instance, certain levels pay homage to classic PlayStation titles with gameplay mechanics or visual cues that longtime fans will immediately recognize. It's subtle enough that newcomers won't feel left out, but for those of us who grew up with PlayStation, it's incredibly rewarding. Astro Bot doesn't just look back though, it also points to the future by honoring the past while embracing next-gen technology. The game bridges the gap between generations and reminds us why we fell in love with PlayStation in the first place. One of the most remarkable things about Astro Bot is how it appeals to players of all ages. Whether you're a kid picking up a controller for the first time or a seasoned gamer with decades of experience, this game has something for everyone. The cheerful art style and lovable characters immediately draw you in, while the gameplay strikes a perfect balance between simplicity and depth. The charm of Astro Bot lies in its ability to make you smile. The character animations are full of personality and the world is bursting with life. It's the kind of game that feels uplifting and joyful from start to finish. Even during challenging sections, the game's positivity shines through, making it a stress-free and enjoyable experience. Another thing I love is how the game encourages exploration and curiosity. There's so much to discover in each level, from hidden paths to cleverly placed secrets. It's the kind of game that rewards players who take their time and look around, which makes it perfect for family play sessions or solo adventures alike. PlayStation needed a game that could bring people together and remind us of the simple joy of gaming. Astro Bot does exactly that, proving that sometimes all you need is a well-crafted, heartfelt game to leave a lasting impression. So I had a lot of fun playing Astro Bot when I finished the game a couple days ago, and it was probably one of the best experiences that I had for quite some time outside of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, because out of those two games, those were the only two games that I really did play throughout 2024, because 2024 was probably the weakest year when it came to me playing games overall. I just never really found the time to really just sit down and play a game, but I'm really happy that I had the opportunity to play those games that I mentioned. But I've always been a really big fan of platformers. I mean, that's why I'm super eager to see what the next adventure is for Mario on the Switch 2 whenever that game releases. But it's like, I've always been a huge fan of platformers, so I already knew straight off the bat I was gonna love Astro Bot, because I just always been attached to those sort of games growing up as a kid. And I definitely did spend some time, going back. Even though I beat a level and I thought I found everything, I always went back because I was like, oh crap, did I miss a bot in that level? Did I miss a puzzle piece? So I had to go back because I like making sure that I get everything done so I don't have to go back and do it again, because sometimes if you're like so far ahead and you got to go all the way back to level 1, sometimes it can be a little annoying, but at the same time, it's kind of fun. So you can just replay those levels again, because a lot of levels throughout this game were very fun. And it's definitely a game, like I mentioned throughout this video, that has a lot of replayability. Like, I can always go back from level 1 and play Astro Bot. That's just how fun of a game it really is. But if you guys have anything you want to share with me when it comes to your overall experience of Astro Bot, like if you guys played the game itself, how'd you guys feel about it? What was your favorite boss? What was your favorite level? What was your favorite bots to discover throughout the game itself? Be sure to let me know all of that in the comment section down below. And if you enjoy the content on the channel, be sure to like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. If you guys want to follow me on my social media, be sure to check out my X, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. All the links are located in the description below. Be sure to click on that bell down below so you guys are notified whenever I drop a video on the channel. But other than that, I hope all the guys are having a fantastic day, wherever the day may be. If it's the daytime, the nighttime, or the evening. And I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, peace out.